that day, I baked lots of sweet and savoury pies. I was quite happy. I packed all the pies and I started to walk. I knew he was hungry. As I approached the site, I noticed he was more nervous than usual. He moved back and forth frantically. He bumped into me, not even realizing that. I asked him gently,
"Something wrong, honey?"
He practically yelled at me. "Leave your damn pies and go away."
"If something bothers you, maybe I can help. I barely see you these days. Take a break. For 1 minute. I promise I will leave after that."
"Woman, I got problems."
"What kind of problems? Talk to me."
He said to leave the food I brought and go away. At first I wanted to do that. I knew that if he did not want to say a word to me, if he wanted to carry the load on his shoulders, he would do that. And if I did not listen, he would get angrier. I kept my head to the ground, and as I did that, I noticed there were some cracks inside the floor. I started to walk, and one of my feet got stuck. He did not move. I wanted to cry. Maybe that way I would feel less alone. I managed to release my foot. I left the food on the floor. I wanted to get out of there as fast as I could. Although I was not sure where exactly. All of a sudden, the idea of home collapsed. As I tried to get off the scaffold, some workers grabbed me and asked my husband, who was still not facing me. "Boss, we proceed as we talked, right?" He nodded. They became more aggressive.
"Tell them to leave me alone. I got it. You were busy. I will go home now."
They escorted me to this place I didn't know existed. My husband was now with them too. They blindfolded me. For a second I thought this was a game, like hide and seek. My husband and I grew up in the same place and we played many games together. But after a while,
"I don't like this. Let me see."
I tried to move. I tried to take the blind off by myself, but the more I moved my arms, the more I realized I was stuck. I yelled,
"Let me go!"
I tried to talk only to my husband. I told the other men to let me talk only to him. Everything around me smelled of bricks and heavy body odor. I knew it was a site in construction, so for a second I did not despair. But the smell intensified. My husband wasn't saying a word, and then, "I am pregnant. Let me go! Now!" I could smell their manly breaths of cowardice, because no one was answering me. All of a sudden I heard a sigh, followed by another laboured sigh. Still no words. I was trapped. Everything else after this felt like I was made of threads, and I was losing my body bit by bit. It felt extremely light, without carnality. couldn't talk. I opened my eyes and I saw that there was a monastery erected. No scaffoldings, no workers. I saw that in my hand there was a thread, and I knew that
day when my husband sacrificed me because he had heard a rumour that he needed a human to die in order for the monastery to stay erected, I was a simple, gullible woman in love with him, in lust with him, with a child inside of me because of that lust I had for him. He buried me alive. He thought that whatever he was building was much more important than his family. He thought that some bricks and icons would validate his legacy. What a fool to have fallen for that lie. No one remembered him. He died unknown. But I had the rage of all the women before me who were held captive inside households, mutilated by domesticity, silenced by patriarchy, tired of being ignored and left alone. You cannot leave. I have sewn you to my hips.